this game. This podcast game. We were playing a podcast game.
We want to win.
Yeah, but what do we win, you think? What is it? Chicken steak dinner? Chicken eater?
Chicken
dinner?
We get a golden chicken.
We get golden chicken?
Golden chicken.
There's
Golden
like
nuggets.
a golden goose. There's a golden chicken. There's all golden stuff in
Golden
life.
goose.
What is a goose? Isn't that from the story?
Yeah.
Yeah, the story. It's
Which
like,
story?
It's like the story of the golden goose who lays golden eggs, but it lives with the giants up there. And then so you have this guy that like goes. Did you? Yeah, because we did that yesterday.
Look at me, I'm the
What?
captain now.
Change it to what?
You see yourself?
Yeah, I see
Yeah.
myself. That's me. Tessa, that's you. Look.
Hi, Tessa.
Hi, Tessa, on the virtual world.
Hi, mistress. Hi, Tessa.
Hello. We're
see.
there. We're
Let's
We're
see.
cool. Okay,
Okay,
perfect.
only time I'm touching my mic.
Yes, only time.
Don't touch
time.
it again.
One time. You touch it one time. You have one touch. Only one touch.
One touch
Yeah.
is all it takes. Or it's one kiss is all it takes.
Oh yeah, that song. I know that song. Oh yeah, that's a good song.
Mm-hmm.
We sing a lot on our podcast.
Oh,
Right?
yeah, I think we just have like, and we don't like finish it. It's just like, no.
We have like a little karaoke thing going on.
Yeah.
This is what's happening. Well, it makes a lot of sense though. Why wouldn't you have karaoke when you are Piper
And Tessa.
on Two Girls One?
Electric car.
Nice. We are here on the podcast while you wait, because while you wait for your EVs to charge, or while you wait for the brand new Dune 2,
Or your yeast to rise.
or your yeasty rise, which takes a while. I hear it can take like 3 days to do. How's it called? You know that sourdough bread?
Yeah, that takes a while. Like, you have to nurture it.
Yeah, you have to nurture it.
Yeah.
Oh my god, EVs are way less complicated. You just plug them and then you play with them. Like that
Yeah.
easy, right?
Yeah, you play with it.
Plug and play, people. Plug and play. Thank you for tuning in.
Not like Windows 95.
Just like Windows 95, exactly. There was all.
I wasn't born yet.
Windows 95 was not plug and play.
Oh, not yet?
It was 98.
Oh, 98 was plug and play. Tessa, you weren't even born in 95. So see, the world has evolved since then. We have Carl who's there. Good afternoon, Carl. Yeah, we're not going to say that one, Carl, but thank you very much. Dave Frank, good evening, Piper and Tessa. Oh, so it is evening where Dave Frank is in Illinois. Maybe there's a few hours more in Illinois.
I think it's like 2 or 3. It's like Toronto.
Oh, okay.
So 3 hours ahead
2
of time.
hours, 3?
I would
3
say
hours?
3 hours ahead of time. So
3
it's
hours?
what time is it now? So it'd be like
2:34 p.m. So 5.
Good
yeah,
evening.
5:34 p.m.
Yeah.
No, so it is evening. It is evening over there. Okay, thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in. This is amazing. We are doing this live. After it is live, of course, you can find it in our podcast section on our YouTube channel. And the name of this podcast is While You Wait. So make sure you go grab that playlist and listen to it entirely.
Entirely, yeah. You can't miss out on what we're saying.
No, you can't. Plus, you just like listen to it. So you put it in your headphones, in your AirPods, in your earbuds. I mean,
On
in
speaker.
your car. Yeah, exactly. On speaker.
Where everyone can hear it.
On your Siri or Alexa, depending on how AI evolve your house is. It's all good. I
Yeah.
mean, we like all of that. We have no issue with all of that. Also, Dave Frank says it's 4:34 p.m. So that means 2 hours ahead of us.
Ah, okay, good to know.
So we are in the past and he's in the future.
Sweet. I love being in the past. No, we should be in the future. We are in the future.
Well, for some people, we're in the future.
Yeah.
And just for others, we're in the past. That's okay.
Our Model X is in the future.
Definitely our Model X is in the future.
yeah.
Yeah. We are here to talk about the skyrocketing prices of gasoline. We had news yesterday on the date of filming this podcast that the prices were going really, really higher in the provinces of Quebec and Quebec, Canada, and then Ontario, Canada.
Yes.
In Canada. So, super easy. Carl says you are living in the past. Now, these gas prices might have been like going over in your country or in your province or state or city of residence. So tell us, how is the gas prices where you're at? We talked a little bit about this in other podcasts, but we're going to really dive deep into it in this podcast. This is really skyrocketing gas price. Is it time to ditch gas for EV?
Is it?
Is
Are
it?
this is a very good topic for right now. Like,
Because it happened like yesterday at
midnight?
today at midnight. Now the gas went up to almost like 14 cents more. That's a big difference. So it was like 170. Yeah, almost.
Yeah.
Yeah, it depends on the price. 20. So it was 170, and then it went up to 190, 192,
Jeez.
depending in the places. That's a big. I think that makes a lot of people question the actual security of gas, like of its prices. You know.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm pretty sure a lot of people this morning woke up and were like, whoa, that's going to cost me a lot more to fill up my car or SUV or pickup truck. Like, it will definitely be a big difference in your wallet.
Oh, huge.
We're talking like 20 cents per liter more.
And depending on how much you fill up every day, like...
Some people work
not
really
every
far
day,
from
but
their
every week.
home.
Yeah.
Like some people don't actually take public transport. Some people don't commute. Some people actually need their trucks or their cars to work. That there's like, they made this choice a long time ago when gas was not that high in price. And so they were like, okay, yeah, no, I'll tank it and I'll go work over there and I'll live more on the countryside to have maybe a better life. But I'll still take my car to go to work. But this commute is now like costing you not just in time, but in a lot more money. And who's paying for that? Is it you?
It's you. Unless you have someone paying your stuff, but like...
Unless you have a sugar daddy.
Yeah.
Maybe your mom because
Oh,
Or
maybe
your
it's your
mom.
mommy.
Yeah, or your daddy.
Because you're 16. That's true. If you're 16, maybe.
Yeah, but you should be able to pay. If you're driving a car, you should pay for it
I agree.
yourself.
No, if you're driving a car, you
Builds
should pay for
character.
it.
Yeah.
Walter Johnson says, hi, Piper. Hi, Tesla. I think he
Nice.
means Tessa, but it's okay.
I'm going to go with I like it.
You like it?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Sometimes.
Yes, it's time to buy EVs because the gas prices are going really higher in Canada. We're going to go all over the reasons why the gas price is going up, the reasons why it would be a good idea to think of switching to EV. Because of these gas prices. Now, let's get right into it. I know people who have to buy fuel every day going to work. So Carl knows some of those people. Carl, actually share the link to this video and this podcast right here, right now with these people so we can actually have their live input, their input on the subject. There is a share arrow right underneath this video on YouTube. Click it and then you can share it to Facebook, Reddit, and X directly. It's only 2 clicks. If you want to share it with a friend, coworker, or like Carl says, somebody in your actual vicinity, entourage, your mommy, whatever, doesn't matter. You can send the link to this video via email or text message. Yeah, I know. Where's the world going?
I don't know. Spinning. That's for sure.
It's amazing. It's amazing. I'm Piper.
And I'm Tessa.
And you are listening to While You Wait, the podcast that allows you to educate yourself and entertain yourself while you are waiting to charge up your EV or while you're waiting to actually get your EV. Because of the gas prices right now, there's a good chance that you will want to get on that EV boat.
Or the ship.
Or the EV ship.
Yeah.
The EV
To
rocket.
Mars.
To Mars. Here we come.
Here we go.
Hello to Max Power. Thank you so much for being here. Carl says they're still at work or in traffic.
Traffic.
So all of the people that are actually like buying gas and that is the gas is expensive, they're in traffic or at work. Well, no worries. They can still listen to us actually, as long as they're not watching. That's why this is available in the podcast version.
Yeah. Yeah, and then you can watch it when you get home.
Yeah, so make sure that you share this right here, right now. Let's talk about it. Max Power says gas is $3.70 a gallon. Sorry is not bad here. Okay, so the gas prices are not too bad where Max Power is. Max, you did say you were in Arizona, right? So Arizona seems to have not too much of a fluctuation in gasoline prices. Good to know.
That's good. So the states maybe more or less are...
That's
bit less.
impacted by what's happening right now
Naturally.
here in Canada.
Canada just gets the brunt of it.
For now, but again, these things are meant to fluctuate and change depending on a lot of different reasons. We'll talk about these reasons very shortly. Dave Frank says, what are your plans for the summer? Well, so far, Tessa and I actually have plans to travel on our road trips that we're gonna be doing, right?
Yeah.
So we still want to go to Salem.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to do other little road trips within the vicinity of here before we plan that bigger trip to Salem.
Yep.
We need to figure things out because, well, we want to go on bigger trips, but to do that, we need to be a little bit more,
Prepared.
experienced.
Seasoned.
Yeah,
like,
seasoned.
Like we could just go now, but it would be
A lot.
It'd be a lot.
We did like one sleepover night in Kamloops, came back, and that was a lot. So we are thinking that it would be a good idea for everybody's sake, not that we don't love each other, but to just kind of do a little bit more of these short road trips, and then go on the longer one once we're more experienced. That way you can get a better experience as a viewer or a listener or a Patreon. Yes, you can go and support us on Patreon. What?
Yeah.
Totally doable. We have a lot of Patreons. Seriously, thank you so much to everybody who is supporting us. We have started doing little videos for Patreon, like where before we do something, we just do a little video, like real quick and real fun, real behind the scenes. We've shared some photos of this morning. Where did we go this morning, Tessa?
We went to Stanley Park, and we went to the car wash.
Car wash, yeah. Oh yeah, we did that. Plus, we posted a live of our car wash.
Oh yeah, only one person joined in though, which was cool. I'm glad we had one.
We had one.
That was
It's
awesome.
better than nothing.
Yeah, he pulled. Well, he came in at like the end after the car wash because the car wash was too quick.
We were like blow drying when he came in.
Yeah, he was. We were blowing.
We were blowing when he came in,
Yeah.
which is it's okay. But I mean, it's too bad.
Yeah, but he said hi, and that's cool. But it's actually up on Facebook right now.
It is up on our Facebook page,
Go and
which
check
has
it
the
out.
same name. So go check it out. 2 girls,
One electric car.
Yeah. Now, join us everywhere. We are on YouTube, Facebook, X, and Instagram.
Oh, and Twitter or TikTok.
Yeah, and TikTok. That's true. And TikTok. And TikTok.
We're forgetting.
Well, because it's a newer
It's
one.
brand new, and also we're getting
it's
into
a
it.
new one.
We're gonna be active on there.
Yeah, we can't do lives yet on TikTok and Instagram at the time of this recording because we don't have enough fans yet on there. But we can do lives on YouTube, so we are doing that, and we can do lives on Facebook. So we are
Yes.
doing that too.
Facebook for now.
That means that activate your notifications a little bit everywhere because we have this new theory. It's called chaos theory. No, it's not from Neil deGrasse Tyson. This theory is actually about us posting random videos, photos, everything on every social media in a very chaotic way. So we're trying to not give you the same content everywhere so that if you rather prefer a platform like YouTube, you will get something different from your experience on YouTube than your experience on Facebook. Meaning that if you want to follow us anywhere and everywhere, that means Patreon, Instagram, X, TikTok, and
All the above.
all the above, well, you will have a different experience on each platform because each platform is different. And that is why we are Piper.
And Tessa.
And we're here on the podcast while you wait, where we are talking about skyrocketing gas prices and why it is time to ditch your actual gasoline vehicle for an EV.
Are they jealous now?
Are they jealous now?
That because when gas prices go up,
Nothing changes for us, right?
no, nothing.
Car
We're
payments
not.
are the same. Plus, well, we still don't pay electricity. Because we have a Tesla Model X 2016. The previous models or the first models of Teslas actually have this thing where you do not pay electricity. So for all the new people that are tuning in, this might be new information. If you don't know this, please do share this with anybody who is thinking of buying a used EV. If the battery is the same battery as at the beginning, a used EV Tesla, most specifically, has free electricity in all Tesla superchargers until you change the battery pack. Until you change it. That's approximately usually close to 150 kilometers, 150,000 kilometers, or 8 years from the date of your actual, the day the car was born.
The day it moved, the day it took its first steps,
Exactly.
or it rolled on its own.
Oh,
You know,
so cute.
but that's 8 years. You know, that actually is such a decent amount of time.
Yeah, it
Like,
can
it's
write,
not-
read, feed itself.
Yeah,
I mean,
it can tell us what it wants.
yeah.
Better
Can
than a
definitely do
baby.
that.
You know?
Totally better. If you're here in the live chat, well, please do comment. So we have Carl who says that their gas prices where he's at are $3.28 here. I think I do not have been in town today. It's okay. Walter Johnson says, Piper, bring a map on your trips for highways. Definitely a map.
Yeah.
Like Tessa likes to call it, MAP instead of GPS.
Yeah, MAP. You know?
Is on our list for when we travel. And because Dave Frank told us this amazing idea, he was like, well, if you don't have cellular data, if you don't have satellite, and if your GPS is not working, because again, it can't connect to satellite, well, you girls actually need a map of all the Tesla superchargers. So not just a map. We need a map of the Tesla superchargers so that...
Physical.
Physical map.
Let's
Physical
get
map.
Physical.
Physical, so that we can go charge even if there's no electricity, no nothing. And when I mean electricity, I mean like in the vicinities, so we can find the next Tesla supercharger that has electricity and that is maybe more off the grid and that can power and feed us. So that is wonderful. Yeah. We have Carl who asks, how much was the car wash? Car wash, yeah. There's a bit of an issue there. We were filming a live, so I tried to get my receipt, but I was too late, and then clicked the thing, and then no receipt, so sorry about that, CRA.
Oh, yeah, I don't remember. And then there was, we vacuumed too.
And then we vacuumed.
So
it was $3.99 for, I think, like, what was it? Like 10 minutes of vacuuming?
Yeah.
10 minutes of vacuuming?
I would say so.
$3.99?
I didn't know. There was no timer on it. I didn't know. And then it just like stopped. I was like,
you just put the coin, and you were really getting into that. Like,
yeah, I like to. I don't like if I see. I don't. This is why I don't like vacuuming, because like I see the little spots and I have to get it.
Yeah.
You know, and like.
Well, plus
I
you're
just
always
can't
wearing black, so everything like appears on black, and the Tesla Model X inside is all black.
Yeah, and I just see something. I'm like, I gotta get that one, and then I gotta get that one.
It's really
just
clean. We did a good job for the amount of time we had.
We just did the back though. We need to go next time we go.
So
we'll
we
do
didn't do
round.
like the front seats and well the back seats.
We didn't. Yeah, we just did the back.
Just the back. Just the back.
Just to
the
back
back
it up.
has been done. The back has been done.
You have time for the rest.
No, but we didn't have time. So next time we need 2 coins.
Two
Buy
tokens.
2 coins?
Yeah, I could have bought 2 coins.
We just thought we could do it all
But
in one.
I just bought one. I was like, I don't know how much time it is. It tells you 1 coin for vacuum is $3.99 Canadian dollars. So I just took that. And that's what happened. So we would have needed at least 2 coins to vacuum the Tesla a little bit more. Maybe 3 to really be thorough, right, Tessa?
Yeah. 3, just because we buy our time.
Yeah,
literally buying time for the suction, to suck the car, to suck
the stuff,
suck the stuff. Yeah,
It's the same thing in red light in Amsterdam.
Same thing in Amsterdam.
Yeah, same thing. Yeah, you pay to play.
Yeah,
You pay to play. Pay to play.
That's definitely what happened. Now we took the cheapest car wash because going back from Kamloops, actually the Tesla Model X was so dirty. Right, Tessa, so dirty.
Yeah, it was gnarly.
We had like some rain, we had some snow, there were some big trucks, like those big vans on the highway. So it's still dirty. I need to wash like like inside the actual like door. Like it's still like it's dirty in there.
You were wearing a white t-shirt too, and you like stuck yourself to get to the machine. So I was like, and you didn't get dirty, but it was all over there.
It's the same t-shirt.
Right? And it was all over. It was like on the sides.
Even like on the side of the window. So that one, we took the basic crusty. Because I wanted to see is it a scam? Like is car wash a scam, you know? Because usually you have like, okay, so I had the $11.99. So I took like the basic one, $11.99. But then you can get like the $25.99. And that's supposed to give you like the Rain X. You know, when it rains, it's supposed to like, do little like particles and all fly away from your car. It's supposed to like wax it and all of that. So we didn't take that in this one. We took just the minimum basic $11.99. They still give you some nice lingo, but it didn't do a great job. Like the back, like where it's written Tesla and where there's the logo, is still kind of, you can see like it didn't go there.
No,
you know,
it didn't go there.
It
didn't want to go. It didn't go there. This is why you have to pay for the premium. And I forget what it's called, but it's like the rainbow wash. Like it's hardcore rainbow wash.
Because like it goes the foam, right? What color was the foam last time?
It was rainbowy.
It was rainbow. There's like some yellow, some purple. Yeah. And I think, is this green, yellow, purple? I remember, or blue,
orangey,
maybe blue.
I have a video of it.
Yeah, so we could look at it again.
But it was just rainbowy, like it was fun. But it was only 2 minutes, like not worth it because
not long enough.
Carl's asking if the vacuum was like toonies. Like no, it was just like we paid for it and got coins. Like these like random like car wash just for the car wash.
There was like a vacuum on the coin. Actually, we have a time lapse. We're gonna upload that soon.
Yes.
So that you can see it too. Super cool. So no, I think so. With the vacuum, the 10-minute vacuum and the car wash, it cost below $20 Canadian.
Yeah.
If I recall correctly, I think it was like $3.99 and then $11.99 plus taxes. So if I added up, like less than 20 for sure.
Yeah.
No, so maybe 17 something. Yeah. All right. What else do we have here? If you are just tuning in, we are talking about the skyrocketing gas prices. And if you're like, what? I didn't see that in the news. Well, maybe it's because you're not in Canada, because this is happening in the provinces of Ontario and Quebec in Canada. But we've heard about it happening in other provinces in Canada too. So if it's happening in your province, your state, if you're seeing a difference in gas prices, please do share it in a comment. Tell us why do you think that is. We are diving right into that subject right here,
Head
right
first.
now. Head first.
Yep.
Head first, because it's a deep pool, people. It's a deep pool of gasoline. Now we have Carlos says Amazon too. Okay, yeah, so we do have an Amazon wish list now that is up and running.
Right on.
You can actually support us on Patreon, so thank you to all of our patrons. But you can also support us by purchasing one of the items on our Amazon wish list so that we can use these items while we go on road trips. Because the podcast version is just one version of Tessa and I. We have many other versions of us.
Same selves, but
Different video.
Yeah. Different content.
So there's an actual video. We go out, we go on road trips, we go meet people, we talk, we get interviews and things like that. And that all happens, well, maybe in a supercharger near you. So drop in the comment section where you're from and you might actually see us in your town very soon.
Yeah. Because we definitely just don't suggest towns like Kamloops or more. We actually got one today to go to New York, remember?
Yes, we did get one to go to New York City.
That's more we're into that.
That's more like it.
That'd be fun.
I think it's gonna be more people over there too.
Maybe. And they won't wear pajamas.
Maybe
outside.
no pajamas outside, but it's okay. I mean, I don't say. Why do you wear pajamas outside? This is a subject for another time.
That is.
Why? Why would you wear pajamas outside? Cool video. Still watching here. Thank you so much, Richard Heckley. Hi, how are you? Thank you for tuning in. Michael Looters. Hello. Okay, so we got a whole bunch of people that just dropped in.
Hey.
Hey, Robichaud. Oh, hey, Robichaud. He's the Acadian. Hello, hey, Robichaud. Question. Do you use FSD on your trip? I'm not sure I know what FSD is.
It's like LSD, but it's full self-driving.
Oh, it's full self-driving. The full self. It's like LSD, but you can. It actually helps you drive instead of helps you.
It's advanced.
Be experienced.
Advanced autonomous driving technology in vehicles. So definitely not LSD.
Definitely not LSD.
You couldn't drive on LSD.
You shouldn't.
It's a new
you shouldn't.
right now.
FSD.
Yeah.
It's true. You said it in the last meditation.
LSD?
The beginning. FSD.
No.
Alright, so FSD. The thing is, some Tesla models that are older don't have the upgrade, cannot have the upgrade, so they don't have it. Since we own a Tesla Model X 2016, we don't have the FSD upgrade, and that is also, I think, an upgrade that is available when you purchase the super awesome autopilot and everything that goes into it. Now, some things can be upgraded in your Tesla. Like there are some add-ons that you can get after purchase that I know is possible. I am not sure if that one is actually possible, depending on the model you have, of course, the year it was made, and also depending on the type of upgrade. Maybe one will require you to kind of change things in the car, so maybe put an actual computer in there that is not in there, which I don't know, because the FSD does require, I think, the Sentry mode. So it does require the cameras that are everywhere around the Tesla, and the 2016 model that I have, Model X, does not have all of these cameras all over. There's even one that is actually on your door, so there's cameras everywhere, which is great, but it allows the self-driving to, self-drive by looking at things.
We have half. We have someone with one eye. And it's, if you think about it, they have to go and they can't. They're not an owl, so they can't just do that 360. 180.
So we have a born person. How's it called? A borgne in French. How would you? Is
blind, half blind.
Or What's that guy like?
Half blind.
Goliath?
50%
David
blind.
versus Goliath?
It's like
50% blind Tesla. That's what we have.
Yeah, 50. Yeah.
So far, so good,
Yeah,
though.
it's like a pirate. Like,
We have
you
a
know, the
pirate-
pirate patch like on it.
Oh, we have
Yeah,
a
okay.
pirate Tesla. I like
Yeah.
that. I like that. We have a pirate Tesla.
Just like chilling.
Nice.
Yeah.
Sleep with one eye open.
Yeah.
That's exactly what's happening. Okay, cool. So thank you for the question, Eric Robichaud. That's actually a great question. We do use, not the FSD, because like we said, we don't have it, but we do use, in the Tesla Model X to 2016, you can triple click on the little, so there's a little thing that looks like the wiper thing, but it's underneath it. If you triple click towards you, so you like push it towards you 3 times, then it's going to activate the sort of like line assist / self-driving / I don't even know how that's called. We
Self-driving.
It's self-driving, right?
Self-driving and self-parking too.
But it's not full self-driving.
No, it's just like
So it's SD. It's not FSD.
it's just yeah. It's
SD.
it's hanging out. Like,
yeah.
It's there, but it's
it
not
helps.
there. It's not
It
fully
helps.
there. You know.
And then we have the game mode.
Oh, we do have the game mode.
Game mode.
Yeah, we have game mode on our Tesla.
Game mode or gay mode?
Game mode.
Oh.
Game mode.
Mode, but game.
It's
Cool.
lesbian, gay,
All right.
it's
What-
LGBTQ+,
I didn't know this.
AI. So
didn't
the
know
game
this.
mode on the Tesla is kind of an Easter egg. So when you press it forward towards you 3 times, it goes into self-drive. And then when you press it 4 times towards you, it goes into like, okay, it's called rainbow mode. It's not called game mode.
Rainbow mode.
But it does like
That's-
this
I know what that
rainbow
one
track,
is now.
And it actually does a little sound. So your Tesla starts like singing a little bit, and then all the road is all like in rainbow colors.
Like Mario Kart.
Exactly like Mario Kart.
Yeah.
Exactly
cool.
like that.
Nice.
So we'll definitely test that out and put in a how-to video, which will be found in the short format on our YouTube channel. Our how-to videos are actually performing very, very well. Now,
Yeah.
if you have things that you would like to know about the Tesla Model X 2016, please drop it in the comment. It would be our pleasure to actually do a how-to video on it. Even if you don't know much stuff about Teslas or EVs, drop a comment. We read and respond to all the comments, right, Tessa?
Yes, we do.
This is my PA, so it's kind of like on our ends to do most of that. Then I do watch them and listen to them too,
Yes.
but we do that together. And all of these actual questions and comments serve as ideas to produce this podcast while you wait to charge your EV or to get your very own EV. We are entertaining you and sharing knowledge all together. And it's not just Tessa and I sharing knowledge.
No.
It's also you in the live comment section that is actually bringing with you your knowledge so that we can all share this together and make
Yes.
the more world evolve together. That word.
One step at a time, 1 minute at a time.
Because we are 2 girls, 1 electric
Electric
car.
car.
That's the name of our YouTube channel and all of our other social medias if you are wishing to connect and communicate with us more. Thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget to share this video. The link to the share button is right down there. It's an arrow. You just click it and bam, it shares. Woo! Magic!
Easy.
2 clicks. We have Michael Luders who said, I'm stinky and take my vacuum cleaner at home.
Stingy.
Stingy? What does that mean, stingy?
It's like he's cheap, but not cheap. Like stingy is just like you watch your money.
Oh, you want your money.
Not like watching it, but like you're
Okay.
just you're looking. You're not just like blowing it on stuff.
Okay. So $3.99 for 10 minutes, too expensive.
Yeah. Not that I didn't mean cheap, but like it's you're just like you're cautious with
Well,
how
it's
you
true
spend.
that if you have your own garage and all of that, you can definitely do that at home on your own home
Yes.
in your own time.
Right. So if we had like I would be washing the car if
Yeah.
you were
Yeah,
if we had a
like-
house,
Yeah.
but we have a studio.
Well, it's a parking garage, so it's a bit different.
Parking garage
I
is
mean,
different.
we can still do it, I think.
you have to have water. You need to have a hose. You need to have all these things.
So which
and-
we don't have in a parkade. Like
Yeah.
you don't have access to that.
No.
So it's okay because we went out and we actually did that at a car wash. And then next time, like when it's more hot, well, because today it was hotter, but we can definitely go wash the car ourselves because it's never as well done as when you do it yourself, right, Tessa?
No, and you get in there, it just feels good, especially if a hot day.
Yeah, we're
I
gonna
would
get
love
like
to
these
do
big
that.
sponges.
Yeah.
I love these big
We can put our
sponges to
sign
wash the
out.
car. Yeah, and just wash our car.
Yeah, because there's those other ones that you can go to, but you wash it yourself.
Exactly.
Cool. Let's
We
do
should
that
definitely
this
do
summer,
that.
like on one of the hottest days too.
Yeah. That's a good plan. This is a great
I'm
plan.
gonna write that down.
Okay. people here wear PJs to shop at Walmart. I know, I've heard about Walmart people.
The people of Walmart.
But I shop at Walmart all the time and I wear my fur coat. I never wear PJs at Walmart. We look
we look
great.
really good at Walmart.
We look really good at Walmart.
Yeah.
They have great prices, quite frankly. And it's not sponsored, but hey, Walmart, if ever you want to sponsor us, you guys have car gear.
But
So,
the electric thing.
oh yes, it's true. So the electric thing at okay, so this one is in Richmond. There's a Walmart in Richmond on West that Street. I almost got it. I'll remember later. Now, there's two spots for EV charging. I think 2 or 4, but it's not working. It's not working. It hasn't been working like since I moved here. So Walmart, you need to switch it, or I don't know who owns. I don't know who owns that actual EV spot at the Walmart in Richmond, but it needs to be fixed. It's not working. It's like literally not working, which is really sad because I mean I love to go there because they have parking.
Yeah.
It's more like in the countryside. Sorry, people of Richmond. But I mean, there's actual parking there. There's actual parking. So I would go there even more if I could recharge my Tesla while you wait. You listen to our podcast and while we produce podcasts and we produce content while we wait to charge. Right, Tessa?
Yes, we do. Mm-hmm. We do.
We have here... Okay. Michael Luders, we need Men in Black self-driving mode. Is that like that's like super stealth, right? Men in Black, you couldn't see the actual their spaceship, right? And then it would also go like super fast. Wouldn't it like? I'm not sure.
Which is this?
Can we Google it?
Yeah.
Okay, so Men in Black, they had a car. I remember they had like a spaceship car.
Oh, it was awesome. And it was like a booster. He's like, never touch the red button, and the red button was like right here, and he's like, touch the red button. He's like, I thought you never said that, like, never to touch the red button. He's like, I said now, do it. So it goes into like hyper speed or something, or like it does like it goes really really fast, right?
But it's not self-driving. It's just fast.
No, but they get to play the game. It's the game though. Like it's kind of fun. Like that
Oh
would
no,
be cool.
no, but is it? I think okay. When they activated self-driving, a guy pops up.
Oh yeah, and he comes up. It's like another agent.
Yeah, it's another guy.
and he goes,
it's like a guy
and
that
he comes
starts driving.
and then he gets sucked back into the wheel, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, and he
It's a guy. It's literally a guy.
Yeah.
But last time I was at the hotel, I think I caught like the end of Men in Black, and I remember that the guy just comes up. He's like, I activated self-driving, but it's a guy. A guy actually, and it's a white guy, I think.
Yeah. Was it the second one or the first one that you saw?
Oh wow, I don't remember. Men in Black, car self-driving. Let's look at this.
Do you wanna? Can I get the screen share? Or no? Are we?
We need to plug it.
Oh, does it work if we plug it?
No.
If you give me 1 minute.
Oh,
Okay,
take your
let's
time.
give Oz 1 minute.
That's good.
I want a time travel mode. Carl, doesn't matter when you want time travel. Really doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. When do we want it? Doesn't matter. Max Power says it's the second one. So
Yeah,
if
it
that
is
helps,
too.
it's
Yeah,
the second
that's
one.
the
It's
one.
the second one.
Yeah. Okay. I got it here. Oh,
You got it there?
Okay, wait. I'm gonna need more time.
Yeah.
Okay,
take your-
no
oh, yeah.
problem. So we are talking about skyrocketing. Tessa, you say it. You're better at English than me.
Skyrocketing gas prices.
Is it time to ditch gas cars for EVs? Yes, electric vehicles, or gas vehicles for electric cars. Whatever you want to say, EV, EG, it's all good. Now, the thing is, the gas has been like higher, a lot higher, so much higher that we're thinking about getting a Men in Black car.
Yeah. That'd be fun. We should wear Men in Black suits one day.
Oh, like the full suit and tie. What did the woman wear in Men in Black? It's like,
They
that's
wore a
so
suit and
good.
tie too. They look
They were suit and tie
good,
too?
but like, and they're just like.
Oh yeah, you need the glasses, right?
You
Yeah,
need
so Tessa's just like putting on her glasses, sunglasses on. Okay, we're doing it. We're doing it in studio, people. We're
Perfect.
putting
We'll
sunglasses
watch
on.
it. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Okay, great.
All right, we're in.
Can we watch it? Oh, let's watch it.
You can watch it.
We just need like the little part where this like is self.
Yeah, it's.
Does that come with the standard? Okay,
Oh, it's
cool.
on.
You can show it.
Nice.
Maybe we're not gonna have the
See?
sound, so you need
No,
to.
Yeah.
we don't need sound. Okay, perfect. So what happened in the Men in Black? What happened? Okay, so we put our glasses on and now, bam, you don't remember nothing. Perfect.
Wait.
So what happened in the Men in Black is really exactly what Tessa said. So, like, instead of the airbag being in the steering wheel, there's like literally a guy that pops out of the
Yeah.
steering wheel and drives the car.
Mm-hmm.
Like, literally.
Did we saw it?
Yeah, we saw it. It's good. Cool. So those of you who were
yeah.
there in visual, you saw it. The other ones you get audio descriptive. Great. So the thing is, this guy, he gets out of the steering wheel and just drives the car and then goes back into the steering wheel.
He's sucked in, and he gets popped out.
Yeah.
But that's cool.
Do you want one like that?
That's basically what we have, like, or eventually we'll have, right?
Yeah, it's more like our self-driving is more like a ghost.
Yeah, I'd rather have a
'Cause he's
ghost
not
than
there.
a man there.
He's like not there.
yeah,
But
man.
but the pedals actually do move. If you look at the
Yeah.
pedals, they actually do move. We should do like a little short of that because that's
Yeah.
weird. Like so when it breaks, the brake pedal like goes in.
With the ghost, like we'll do the
Yeah,
ghost.
it's just like a ghostly self-drive mode.
Ghost self-drive mode.
It's gonna be great for Salem. It's more about witches, but I mean, we're gonna be fine. We're gonna be fine. Same, but different. We have Hack of All Trades. Hello, Hack of All Trades. Thanks for tuning in. Afternoon Piper, Tessa crew, was involved in a collision earlier this week. So missed a few episodes, catching up now. I was not at fault, but injured. Home now. Please be safe in your travels. Whoa, this is crazy news.
No FSD, please.
No FSD. Okay, Hack of All Trades. Well, did you actually were into a self-driving or a cruise control type of mode, or were you actually just like driving on your own? Yeah, we want to know this information. It's quite interesting because we've had a few comments in our live comment section and comment section on our YouTube channel. 2 girls, 1
electric car.
that stated that it is really better. There is a lot less accident with cars that do have self-driving. Okay, when you use self-driving as you're still driving, we get it. Okay, we get it. You don't actually sleep in your car like that. But there is less accidents. It is really better because you have yourself on the road and you have the car on the road. So that's like 2 for 1. Even though it's like a weird half brain, it's still better than just your brain. You
Yeah.
did have help there.
You need assistance, like support. Like, why do you think I'm here?
Yeah, exactly. Ta-da!
We all need it. Like,
High five, Tessa.
yeah.
Nice. So, well, Hack of All Trades, we are very happy that you are back home safe and that everything went fine. Unfortunately, sorry about the injury. Cars are, I think, one of the most, like, it's more dangerous to be in a car than a plane. Like, there's more crashes in a car,
more
for
fatality or more chance of
sure.
accidents.
Because
And-
there's a lot of cars out there.
Yeah.
There are a lot of cars. So, yeah, be safe out there, people. Drive for the other people. Always wear your seatbelt. And, well, that's enough PSA for now. Let's dive into the gas prices. So, right now, overnight in Ontario and Quebec, there was mostly in Ontario because Quebec has a different law for taxes. It's a bit different. So, they actually passed a carbon tax. A carbon tax. Now, there are different types of taxes. Some people are saying it's not affecting, it's affecting. But the carbon tax in Ontario works differently than in Quebec. Why? Because those are like 2 states. They're 2 provinces, so they deal with the federal and the provincial taxes differently. Some of them are federal, some of them are provincial. And then they have like the, not loopholes, but things they implement differently. Meaning that overnight, the gas price in Ontario went up approximately 20 cents per liter.
Wild.
Per liter.
I'm glad we're not there right now. Or that we have. Sorry, we don't need. It doesn't even matter.
Well, because we have an EV.
Yeah, that's
so
right.
that is something you need to think about. That is something you really need to think about. If, let's say, you have a budget, because most families right now, due to inflation, the cost of living, all of these things, do have a tighter budget. Now, this may be 20 cents per liter over this weekend or over these 2 days might cost you like $5. I don't know, $5 can be a lot for some people.
Yeah.
Some people, like, $5 makes a big difference. That's like a meal, or like at least like a lettuce bunch.
A coffee.
No, coffee.
Not even a
Not
There's
Starbucks. Yeah,
not
sorry,
even a
just
coffee
kidding.
anymore,
That doesn't.
but
That
a
doesn't
Dunkin'
exist.
Donut
Yeah,
coffee.
Dunkin' Donut.
Yeah,
Dunkin'
a Dunkin'
Donuts.
Donut. A Dunkin'
McDonald's coffee.
Yeah, McDonald's coffee.
Iced caps from Tim Hortons.
Maybe. I don't
No.
even know how much they are now. Maybe. But we're talking like
Yeah.
filter coffee. Filter coffee
Yeah,
usually
filter
under
coffee.
$3, right?
Yeah, and
Can
you
we
know
agree
fancy-
under $3 Canadian a filter coffee?
Yeah.
If you're not in a diner or something, you just like filter coffee at Tim Hortons. I'm pretty sure you can get that for under $3.
Yeah.
For
Still
like a
under
small
3.
size.
Yeah, no, large, no.
No, not anymore. So this is a $5 that some families could have invested in something else or added to something else. It might not be big for you, but understand that this accumulates on a lot of other things. So $5 can be a lot. 20 cents per liter is a lot. If you fill up your tank, Like, and some people have like a big tanks. That could be a big difference.
It's a big,
That could
it's
be
a
a
jump. Like you're used to paying one thing and then you just pay that.
Like
let's
maybe
say
you
once a
pay like
week.
120 and
Twice.
then you have 20 cents more per liter.
Then your vegetable would be high.
Yeah, and then your vegetables are higher and everything is higher.
Everything just follows suit, and you're still not getting that promotion at work, or like you're not getting paid. You're not getting you're not getting a
raise.
raise. Yeah.
Yeah.
The only thing that's not going up is
Your salary.
Your salary.
I mean, your life's going bad.
Your life is going bad right now.
Unfortunately.
Because of the gas prices. But if you have an EV, this you don't care about. So EVs are kind of a little bit of a savior. Not to worry, we're not trying to convince you. We're just trying to convince you.
Hello, Elon, or Elon Musk, or
Yeah. Elon Musk. Thank you.
Our Lord and Savior, Elon Musk. Okay, so Hack of All Trades says, regular car I was driving, thinking an EV would have been safer. Oh, so interesting. So Hack of All Trades, after you've been through a car crash very recently, we're happy you're okay. You think an EV would have been safer? Of course, like so not to diminish. FSD would have been safer. So not to diminish gas cars or to diminish EVs at all, but just a car that is more recent. So a 2024 car with advanced features like FSD or anything that has they can brake if they see like something happening in front of you. They brake really rapidly. So any of these features would have maybe, I don't know what type of accident you were into, but could have helped alleviate a little bit of this accident. So sometimes it's right timing, right? So you want to just brake before everything else happens. And so be a bit further away from that crash.
Yes.
Yeah, and brake as fast as possible so that you don't hit as fast as possible. Because again, that's all about, energy and so we all took our physics courses, right? Yeah. Okay, we're good. No. Okay, Tessa didn't take them. It's cool. Well, it's just this potential energy. So if your car is going really fast,
I did metaphysics. I did philosophy.
Yeah, that's good.
Like metaphysics.
Oh, so you're gonna understand the concept.
Yeah,
so you can understand concepts. So just understand
the philosophy of metaphysics.
Yeah, so you can understand my concept.
Yeah.
So there's
university was a good time.
potential energy. So this car has potential energy because it is on top of a hill, let's say. So this is all
big hill.
Yeah, this is a big hill. It's steep, right?
Yeah.
Very steep.
You need to describe what you're doing.
Yeah, okay,
You
so
have a small
I have a small Tesla Model X, like
90% smaller than the actual scale. Like,
as I said, 90/10 /100 proportion. So it is on my hand, which is at an inclination, I would say about 45 degrees.
like it's going downhill.
It's going downhill. It's on top of my hand. It's going downhill 45%. So until the car actually starts, it has potential energy. So there's a possibility for it to go fast.
Okay.
If my hand was on the other side and I was 45% inclination, there is no potential energy. It's going to go down.
Yeah, it's just gonna roll backwards, rolling
Okay.
backwards.
It's
The
potential but
mistresses,
reverse.
yeah.
But we want potential energy in the low format. So
Yeah.
if I was to brake right here, well, I still have potential energy, but I'm not using it. It's potential. You can use or not use it.
Whoa.
And then
Yeah.
once I release it, it becomes active energy. So potential energy transforms into active energy because this is like the energy I'm getting right now. Woo! So now I'm speeding
Now you're out,
120 kilometers per hour down the hill, 45% inclination.
Yeah, you're like in San Francisco, like just cruising down, like hitting those hills.
And then bam, a little car didn't do their stop and they're coming right at you at the intersection. And you're going 120 like 20 kilometers down the hill. And then you have FSD. So what does your car do?
In.
Or a dinosaur comes in and tries to hit you just like in Jurassic Park. You brake. Whoa. The FSD brakes for you.
Okay.
Brakes so fast that you were not 120 kilometers per hour at time of impact. You were maybe at 70 kilometers per hour. Get eaten by a dinosaur. Oh, that's cool. So the
That is
Tesla is
cool.
now in the dinosaur.
In the dinosaur mouth, which is a lollipop holder, by the way.
Which means that, well, the impact, the potential energy of the impact or the active energy of the impact was way lower. You were at 70%, like 70 kilometers per hour instead of being at like 120,
Right.
which makes a big difference on the collision.
Thank you, Newton, for inventing.
Thank you, Isaac.
Thank you.
Sir Isaac Newton.
Thank you very much, because this is very interesting. Now,
It
I'm
is.
not big on physics and vectors, but I do understand the potential energy and the non-potential, meaning that the car can react sometimes faster than you. Sometimes you react faster than the car. I know that when I put the Tesla Model X in a self-drive mode, and sometimes, I mean, it's a bit like the braking is like a meter from the car. This is too much for me. I know it's gonna brake. It's too stressful. So I put 5 meters. Usually I put 5 meters. That way it starts braking 5 meters before, so that I can react before. Because 1 meter, I just don't feel like it's gonna brake for me, but I don't feel I have the time to react. I don't want to stress like this. So that's
stress.
That's a personal preference. You
Yeah.
can adjust it from 1 meter to, I think, 6. So you can play around 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, depending on how much space you want to leave between the car in front of you and yourself. That's always that. And of course, some people are gonna cut in, so it's gonna
happens.
readjust. But you need to be mindful of that. The SD, self-driving, not sugar daddy. Actually, we'll think about that. But sometimes it's just gonna drop and stop.
Yeah, sometimes
He's like,
Sometimes the self-driver, like in Men in Black, is like,
Yeah.
you know what? I'm retiring right now.
yeah. Is
you
he?
deal with that shit. You in the whole lady or the kid.
Yeah.
It's your
I'm
it's your
done.
problem.
I'm out.
It's your, you're
I'm
out.
out. See ya. And
He
then
goes-
and then he does the little,
What does he do?
and then
Oh, so
like
he does the pen thing.
he does the.
Explain what
and
you
the-
just did.
Oh, yeah, so you know in Men in Black when they have like the little like the memory eraser, so it's like the flashlight thing goes.
Yeah,
That's what he does.
that's what he does.
That's why it's flashing red in the screen. Like,
Yeah, it's gone.
Recall. Oh my God. We have Brent Gibson who just dropped in. Hello, Brent Gibson. Thank you for
Hey.
being here. I'm Piper.
And I'm Tessa.
And this is While You Wait, the podcast while you wait for your EV to charge or while you wait to get your very own electric vehicle. Yay!
Yay!
Awesome. So he says that the gas where he's at is 509 the gallon. Okay, but tell us where we are.
Ask him
Yeah.
to transfer that to me.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
great.
Canadian
What was it?
dollar. You know?
5.09 a gallon. A
0.09.
gallon.
Liter, or gallon into liters, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
2 liters.
Because I think it's like 4 gallon.
Oh my God,
4
I don't want
liters
the-
is a gallon.
He always does a formula. I
Oh,
don't-
it's 5.
I don't. I'm gonna learn this at some point. The formula.
Wow, 1 gallon is approximately 3.78541.
Liters to
I'll let
gallon.
you do the rest.
Yeah. So 5.09 gallons times 3.7 whatever liters. Gallon
So
is
how much are we at?
19.
Oops, 5 gallons. Okay, it's
Yeah.
$5 per gallon.
Oh,
$5.
$5.
Oh, wow, we're-
I forgot the.
We're cool. We
Whoops.
have Mark Randall. Hey, Mark, who says, nope, not going to happen for me. What do you mean, Mark? So since the gas prices are skyrocketing, you will not switch your gas car to EV? Tell us more. Tell us more about why. Because this morning I actually received an email from
3.7.
BMO, Bank of
Three,
Mont...
yeah, sorry.
Yeah, no, go ahead.
3 point. Let's say if we round up 3.8 liters
3 point, okay, 3.8.
or 1 point. Yeah, it's $1.34 per
It's
liter.
Oh,
$1.34.
it's
Sorry, yeah.
cheaper. It's cheaper.
$1.34 cheaper.
So-
about 40 cents cheaper.
About 40 cents. We are at 1.92. 1.92 a liter here in actual Canada. Yes. Quebec, Ontario, British Columbia is close to $2. Now, again, we are talking about carbon taxes. We're talking about things that make the gas prices skyrocket. And, well, we have Brent Gibson who says he's in Coachella. Hey, just like the music festival.
Cool.
Yeah, cool. So Coachella, the gas is cheaper than in Canada. So thank you for telling us, Brent.
Okay, but it's cheaper, but is it expensive? Compare.
But exactly, that's
Yeah.
what we just compared. The $5.
Ask him, is this expensive?
Oh, okay, yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, Brent. So you says that it's 509
Yeah.
a gallon. Did that go up or is it like cheap for now? Yeah, is it expensive or it's not expensive? 509. Because earlier in the live comment we had somebody who said that the gallon was like something like $3. So and that was max in Arizona. So that was a lot cheaper. Hack of all trades, very true. Tesla sensors would have potential to see it before me. P.S. Laughter hurts. Yeah, because heck of all trades were just in a car accident.
Yeah.
And so I think that some people or some specialists are actually capable of analyzing and telling you, you know, the type of accident you were in, if there's video footage, could have been lessened by a self-drive or full self-drive on a car. I think it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, agreed.
That we have this data. Mark Randall says, I paid $3.47 a gallon yesterday in Atlanta area. So $3.47 a gallon, that's a lot cheaper than $5.09 a gallon in Coachella. Like a lot cheaper. So what's in Coachella? Is it because of all these artists that go there?
Maybe.
And I mean, Coachella is not...
That is $2.
That's a lot.
$2.
Yeah, approximately. Ooh, interesting. So like I was saying, I did receive an actual email from BMO. It's a bank here in Canada. You might have in the States too. Now, this bank was offering me special rebate of 7 cents per liter on gasoline if I used my credit card. So the credit card I have with BMO. Now, that means that it is a real problem, and people here in Canada are really like suffering from the gas prices, so much so that some companies like BMO, MasterCard are teaming up together to give some incentives or give some rebate on gases. I mean, I've seen this also in some grocery stores. Sometimes, you know, when you buy for over $100, they're going to give you 1 cent less per liter.
Yes. They would do like 3 cents. It would be something like silly like that. Like, but it was something.
Well, it's still better than nothing since like the gas went up like 20 cents per liter.
So you'd be like 17.
Like 7 cents that BMO's giving you, that's a lot. You drop down to like 13 cents. Yeah, it's a big difference in numbers. Again, for people who are feeling the difference. And if you can do it, well, please do take all these incentives and go with your bank or go to the grocery store that is, again, in your budget, but that will allow you to get maybe, 2 cents, 3 cents
off your
every
next
liter.
Next pump.
Next pump, yeah. Now, for us, it's different. That's why we are talking about skyrocketing gas prices. Is it time to ditch your gas vehicle for an electric one? Or at least an hybrid, something that would fluctuate less?
Yeah, is it making you question your life right now? Like, you know, like question your decisions? You're like, shoulda, woulda, coulda, you know? That's what life happens that way. But yeah, but now you're thinking about it probably, so... This is why we're here. Right? This is why we're here.
This is why we're here. To make people think. This is a podcast, and it's called...
While You Wait.
With Piper.
And Tessa.
And we are here to entertain you and educate you and educate ourselves and entertain ourselves.
Yes.
In the meantime, while you wait for your EV to charge or, well, for the next big EV news. Also for gas news, is because gas and EV do go hand in hand. Usually when things like that happen and the gas prices go up, people start questioning their gas vehicles. Or maybe
their life choices.
Yeah. Maybe you're due to change your vehicle.
Oh my god, yeah. You've been together for like 2 years, let's say, and your wife turns vegan. Or vice versa, or
Then electric. You need to ask these questions at one point, because it is a possibility nowadays. You cannot not think about it, people. You cannot not think about it. It's a choice. If you're like, I want to buy a new car right now, you have this choice. Now you should go test drive one. You should actually look into it a little bit.
Yeah,
there's
put a down payment. I don't know, just move some money around.
There's no reason for you not to do it. Yeah. Okay, that could be doable, right?
I need a car. I need an EV. I'll save money in the future.
Kroger does that here. What's Kroger? From Carl. Carl, what's Kroger? Trevor Turek says gasoline is $4.39 on average here in Chicago. That's a lot per gallon. Per gallon. There's a big difference between states. So we have 509, we have 439, we have 347. I mean, there's a big difference between states, which is a big difference between provinces here too. So Quebec actually is not feeling that carbon tax as much. Why? Because the way the taxes work in Quebec is a bit different than in Ontario. So Ontario did see this spike in price, this like 20-cent spike per liter in the gas price, where Quebec kind of felt it a little bit less because the way they manage their taxes is different. Also, did you know that there are more than one taxes on gas prices? Yes. So there's the environmental tax, there's the carbon tax, there's a lot of other taxes that I don't even know how they pronounced it and how they exist.
Tax.
A lot of taxes on gasoline.
Yeah.
A lot.
Redonkulous.
Definitely. I like that word. It's a good word.
Redonkulous.
Kroger is a grocery store that has discount on fuel with store purchases, just like Costco, because Costco has their own gas. Yeah, or I think Canadian Superstore has their own gas pumps as well. In some Canadian Superstores, the real Canadian Superstore. There's no other one, but it's just the real.
The fake Canadian.
The fake Canadian Superstore.
We have the real one.
We have the real one here in Canada, people. Well, thank you very much for telling us, Carl, about this. We have Hack of All Trades, who is saying that the price per liter is $1.79. So that is kind of close to what we're seeing here in most of Canada, usually the $1.70, $1.79 per liter at the pump. So $6.90 per gallon, US in Ontario. Okay, that's in Ontario. Perfect. So this is good to know. Just like good to know. Carl says just like Costco.
$3.47 per gallon. It's really cheaper than $6.
Yes, definitely.
Why?
There's a huge difference. Is it because do you live in a state where they actually produce their own petroleum, which could be possible? I mean, Alberta had that for a little bit in Canada, meaning that their petroleum was cheaper, so gas was cheaper, everything was cheaper there. It's a bit like in Quebec where hydroelectricity is cheaper because they produce the hydroelectricity there. If you produce it in your state, of course it's going to be cheaper because there's no transport costs. I know it's a bit like redundant, but if you have to actually make the gas or the petroleum travel, it's going to cost more.
Yeah.
And it's not necessarily only in trucks and pickups and vans, but it's also through pipelines and things like that.
Pipelines are huge, like a huge thing here too. Like.
Yeah, but in the
Pipelines.
prairies,
Yeah.
it's big. It's big. Like the prairies do have a little bit of, I think, those like gasoline and stuff like
Those
that.
pipes.
Petroleum, those pipes.
Those
pipes.
Them pipes. Those big pipes.
And we don't know what to do with it because the Canada wants to sell it.
Yeah, we don't know what to do with them.
The big pipes.
The big pipes.
We went for the big pipes and now we're
The
stuck.
biggest
We're
pipes
stuck with-
ever.
Yeah.
Canada has huge pipes.
We have huge pipes.
Trans Mountain pipeline.
Yeah, there's the Trans Mountain pipeline.
Oh,
Trains.
Stuck with the big pipes.
Too much pipe.
So if somebody wants pipes, we got pipes. We got lots of pipes. Carbon tax. I don't know if you have that in the United States of America, but it is a huge debate in Canada right now. So much so that some people are using it as an electoral debate, like platform. So we have Justin Trudeau and we have Pierre Poilievre. Justin Trudeau is saying that carbon taxes are okay and they're not going to change much of anything, but we need to implement it for the environment and many different things. And Pierre Poilievre here in Canada is saying that carbon tax is like BS, and it shouldn't be implemented, and we should not have these type of taxes in Canada, and people should be able to fuel up without any added taxes.
Yeah, we get taxed up the arse.
No, that word. Perfect. Thank you. So if you do have a carbon tax opinion, please do leave it in a comment. If you don't have that in your state, or if you're not aware of it, also leave it there. Like I said, when I started doing a little bit of research about carbon tax, I realized that the gas is actually taxed on a lot of other taxes that I had no idea existed.
Right.
And now that, these prices are fluctuating, I think if you do own a gasoline vehicle, or if gasoline is really more like closer to you directly, you should be aware of these things so that you can make a better educated guess.
Yeah, especially in Canada, like people don't know, like maybe they'll know about carbon tax and like HST and stuff, but they don't check what they're being taxed for
Exactly.
here at all. They're just like, okay, it's expensive.
You
No,
don't
you
want
don't
to.
know, but you should.
Oh,
The rabbit hole,
Once
yes.
you get down there, you become an accountant.
Oh my God. Like you, mistress.
Just like me.
Yeah.
Just like me. You do your books, people. You do your books.
Yeah.
I love taxes.
Hello, CRA.
Hi, CRA. What's up? Still waiting for you to
Oh.
finish my audit, which has not even begun.
We'll have a CRA day.
CRA day?
Yeah.
No, we'll have a CRA day. We'll have a CRA day. There are some big incentives. So even though we're talking carbon taxes, and yes, the prices of gas are skyrocketing here in Canada, it might be the same for you in, like, so Brent is saying Costco, $4.99 per gallon in Palm Desert. $4.99, that's a bit on the high average.
$4.39,
That's on the high average. We have $3.47 and we had 509. So 499 would be like on the higher part of that spectrum.
Coachella's like.
Yeah,
the most
Coachella's
fun.
winning so far.
Yeah,
Coachella's winning.
I think because it's
like,
all the events and the
I don't
space
know.
there, so it's like it's a tourist attraction. So
Maybe.
like there's lots of it's high demand, so they're able to do that.
Oh.
I think I looked it up.
Yeah,
It's high
this is
demand.
interesting. So we
It's
have
a low
Michael
demand?
Luders,
I
who
looked it
says
up.
electricity in Germany is not much cheaper than gasoline. Interesting, Michael Luders. Interesting. Yeah, because we're Canadian, we are very biased. I guess not biased, but we have our own reality and our own perception of this reality. So electricity is still fairly cheap in Canada. That has to be said and mentioned, meaning that owning an EV is cheaper than owning right now a gas vehicle for the same price, for the same purchase price. You buy an EV versus a gas vehicle, it will cost you less to fill it up. Like definitely will
Over
cost you
time.
less to fill it up.
Over time, it's cheaper.
Yes, because like if you are thinking, if you have, let's say, or we're gonna say 50,000. Okay, if you have 50,000 Canadian dollars to purchase a car, this is your budget.
Secondhand.
It's your budget.
Yeah, it's your budget.
Secondhand, whatever. It's your budget, 50,000, and then you choose a gas car. As soon as you get to the pump, your gas car costs you much more than the EV because filling your EV up is cheaper. Like it is cheaper. So you will pay more if you decide to purchase a gas car than an EV. You will on that scale. Like as soon as you need to fill it up. Same. What's happening? I'm Piper.
I'm Tessa.
And we are Two Girls, One
Electric car.
Yes, that's the name of our YouTube channel. You can find us on our podcast, which is the one you're listening to right now, while you wait. This is a podcast where we entertain, educate, have a huge bunch of fans that come to talk about these things related to EVs, to technology, to the future, to the environment, and to gasoline, because it's all kind of goes hand in hand.
Yeah, and you are our EVs.
Yeah. You guys are our EVs. That's the name we chose for you, and that is thanks to Max Power, actually. So thank you, Max.
Thanks, Max. Thanks, EVs.
So you guys are our EVs. Amazing. We have Trevor Turek, who says a lot of taxes are being taken from taxpayers, but they are being used wisely for what they're for, is the question. Are they being used wisely for what they're for? Well, that is the thing. That is why we live in a democracy. Well, actually, still, here in Canada and the United States of America. I can't talk for the rest of the world. And, well, you can go vote for the people you feel will make an impact on your taxes. That way you have a little
You have a choice. You have a little
power.
power. Like, obviously, everyone has to come together with their ideas and or their agreement, but you have
one
power.
vote. You have
One
one
vote.
vote. And that's better than most countries.
Yeah. Count your lucky stars.
Little guy up there.
Yeah, they want to do, they get up in the morning, they want to vote. You know, and they're like, I wish I had done.
Even women can vote here. I mean, this is pretty good.
They're like, yeah, like, what are we complaining about? First world problems. Come on.
First world problems.
Come on.
For example, well, we have Trevor Turek, who says, give me a moment. Okay, for example, carbon tax is used for only carbon. Environmental tax is being used for the environment, etc., etc. That is why there's a lot of different taxes. Yes,
Too many to count. Too many to count.
yes.
I want to be.
Well, it's because
they're gonna invent another thing.
they're going to invent another tax if they need the money. Of course they will. It makes sense. And then this money is being reinvested in, well, this little niche. Let's call it like that. So if it's for carbon, environment. Like we have federal and provincial taxes. Some of it goes to the federal.
One goes
others
to the left, one
provincial.
goes to the right, you know?
Bam! Up and
The
down.
president of the United States said they're two certain people.
Oh, yeah.
Death and taxes.
I don't remember which president said that, but yeah, one of the presidents.
I need to look this up. 'Cause
Yeah.
That's such an iconic.
It is an iconic
iconic
saying. Now, I want to educate you on something, and I wish some of you know, but did you know there is a difference?
It's Benjamin Franklin.
Benjamin
Benjamin.
Franklin.
But the freaking guy on the
Benjamin.
money. The guy on the money.
Yeah,
The guy whose
he's
face
on
is
the
on the
money. He's on the money.
That's why.
Boy Benjamin, BJ.
$20.
Oh, maybe don't say that again.
Sorry, Ben. Oh, sorry. No, that's what you call it. You know, like in the States, there's like, they call him LJ.
BJ?
Yeah, there's like those, yeah.
Yeah,
Benjamin.
What is the money that
Yeah.
you represent? Is it $1?
It's
I think
$100.
It's $100. Yeah.
Benjamin Franklin is on the $100. I think. I
Also,
think.
sorry,
Is
too.
it? Is it?
$100?
Let's
I think
see.
it's
Let's
100.
see. People, we are here on While You Wait the podcast. Make sure you share it with everybody on your Facebook, your X, or your Reddit. Just click that share button right underneath the video, and let's get going. Okay, so Benjamin Franklin, how much of a dog?
100.
He's on the 100.
Got that money. He's like this.
Yeah, he's like this. Make it rain. I'll
Making
make
it
it rain.
rain,
I'll
yeah.
make it rain. I'll on the floor. I'll make it rain. That's what Benjamin does. Did you know there is a difference between your gas? Now, if you are from a place in the United States of America where it's more like desert and you guys have maybe possibly the same climate throughout the year, that does not apply to you. That does not apply to you. But if you do get snow in the winter, and you do get summer in the summer, which means like 20 degrees, you know, a good,
Yeah.
a good snow. You can get a tan in the summer, and you
have
get a coat in the winter.
Yeah, you have like actual seasons. Right?
Actual seasons.
Yeah.
Actual season. If you have actual seasons, this will apply to the amount of money you pay in gasoline, because gasoline is not the same in the winter and in the summer. What? Gasoline in the summer needs to be less volatile because it's hot. So it already like does like volatilization. I mean, okay, let me explain it to you like that. You know when you drink like alcohol, like just like a whiskey. You drink a whiskey.
Yeah.
Usually when you try to burn it, it needs to be a bit warm. You can't just like try to burn. It's very hard to burn. It's still like kind of liquidy and all that stuff.
Okay.
But if you take, okay, what's the name of that? Sambuca. You know, if you take sambuca, you try like you usually like you warm the glass and then you burn it and then it burns.
And
like it
keeps
really
burning.
burns.
Yeah, it burns
keeps
it.
burning.
Yeah, it keeps
because
burning.
It's alcohol, so it's
Yeah.
flammable.
Yeah.
It's
Flaming shots.
Yeah, just like gasoline. So the thing with gasoline is sometimes it is more flammable because what actually burns are the fumes, not the actual gas. Gas is wet. It's a liquid. What burns is the fumes. Just like when you try to do a flambé or something like that, you need for it to fume. The fumes, that's what explodes. That's what catches fire. The rest is wet, is liquid. It's harder to catch fire. The fumes catch fire. Just like in an actual, they call it ice, in an ice. So a motor with pistons and stuff like that. It is the fumes of the gas that ignite. It's not the gas, or else your gas tank would explode, which is not a good idea.
Nope.
So it takes the fumes, and then these fumes, well, with the spark, create the explosion, and then it pushes the piston. If I'm not mistaken, I'm not a mechanical engineer, but I think I kind of explained to you like I was 5 years old, so it was fine. Now, that thing is, in the summertime, since it gets so hot, like 20, 30 degrees Celsius,
Yeah.
I don't know how much that makes in Fahrenheit.
It's like
What is it, like
80,
80 something?
80 to 90.
80 to
Like
90.
30, no, 20 to 30. No, that'd be like 70, 80.
Okay,
I'm
70
gonna
to
look
80.
this up.
Meaning that, well, for our US friends here and our Canadian ones, gasoline would, well, be a lot more flammable because it evaporates more. It's that easy. Now, the problem is, in the winter, you need it to evaporate a lot more because it's minus 20. So it will never evaporate if you don't make it so that it will. So meaning that the gas you purchase in the winter is a lot more polluting. Yeah. How'd you know that, Piper? I actually read an article on this on CBC, but the French CBC, Radio-Canada. Now, the thing is, they were saying that the gas in the winter needs to evaporate faster. So it is a bit more polluting. But if it doesn't evaporate faster, it just doesn't catch, like it does the evaporation and then doesn't catch fire. So it would be harder to actually start your car. Like it wouldn't work. That is why there's a difference in price for summer gas and winter gas. Because, well, they need to put different products in it and, well, I guess distill it differently.
Yeah.
Or I don't
think it's
know.
there's still
Refine.
Refine,
refine.
that's the
Yeah, it's
word.
basically like a distillation process, but refine.
So they need to refine it differently, or to add something to it, a bit like the gasoline that is like fire retarded a little bit. Like like lighter gas is not like gas. If you go and buy gas at the gas station and then you light a fire with that
goes
That
boom.
blows.
That goes boom.
But if you take like barbecue gas that you buy at Canadian Tire or whatever,
That goes like-
wherever you go to buy that's like slow.
That's like
you
a
can
little,
like put
like-
your hand there.
It'll take a while. Like if someone thinks they're gonna burn something down or whatever, it's gonna like it's chilling. It's a
It's
little.
more relaxed. It's more
It's
relaxed.
more relaxed.
It's a lot more relaxed. Like for myself, I like the
like
gasoline.
Caffeine, like a little coffee.
Oh,
some
yeah.
tea, and
Yeah.
cocoa.
Yeah, so it's like tea, coffee versus cocaine. So the gasoline is definitely like because it evaporates faster. Again, the problem with the gas is not the liquid gas; it's the evaporation. It's really all in the air. We've all seen this with gas ovens and things like that. It's like when it smells like eggs, rotten eggs, you need to run.
Sulfur.
Sulfur.
Get out.
Get the fuck.
Get out.
Get out before another one bites dust.
So now that you know this, well, this is something that can affect the price of gas. Again, there's still the carbon taxes and all these other taxes that are in the mix, but you need to encompass for all these things. Yes, of course, wars, the availability to gasoline, where you are, if your country produces some or not, the climate, the political climate, if there was an actual natural disaster recently, maybe some of the routes to get gas or to move gas, or a pipeline has broken, or the boats cannot cross. Those are all things that impact the price of gas. It's not just one thing, there's a lot of variables. But gas is getting more expensive here in Canada. So people, are you thinking of purchasing an EV? I mean, are you making
Are
this?
you thinking right now, like, yes,
Yeah.
this is what I want to do? You're gonna go to sleep tonight, like, and just dream about, I'm gonna get my EV.
Get my EV because of Piper and Tessa.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
from
rising
the
gas
YouTube
prices.
channel,
It's only
two girls.
months when you order a Model X right now.
Oh,
Only 2 months?
only 2 months. Wait,
Not
when
bad.
you order Model X right now.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, that is
So
very
that's enticing.
April, May.
That's
April,
enticing.
May.
Yeah,
Yeah.
perfect for summer. You're
We're
gonna look
in April.
super cool. Like you're gonna have like you're gonna whip open the Falcon doors
At the
and you're-
tailgate party.
At the
you'll be the
tailgate party,
boss.
at the
Oh,
beach.
yeah.
You're just gonna be looking.
Yeah, everybody looked at us.
Cool.
Even today, we went and filmed.
Oh, yeah.
And there's two people that came and talked to us because
Two
they're like-
different people. Like
Yeah.
this was in a national park.
Yeah, in a park,
Or
a
just like a
Stanley
really
Park
fa-
in
yeah.
Vancouver, and one woman was there on a tourist actual bus
Excursion.
excursion field trip, and then she came
She was
over.
on a field trip.
All people.
Old people field trip.
She came over and she said, "Wow, love your car." Yeah, and it was like we were like, "Subscribe to our YouTube channel. 2 girls, 1 electric car."
Yeah.
super easy.
She loved it.
And then another guy
She will remember.
came by and said, "Whoa, love your car." And so we told them to
Yeah.
subscribe too. So we should be gaining 2 more subscribers, right, Tessa?
Yes.
Yeah, we should.
I could check right now.
Mm-hmm.
Where are we at?
You need to be conscious about the fact that because the gas prices are skyrocketing or just fluctuating like crazy in the recent year, that EV doesn't fluctuate like that. Like the price of electricity here in Canada is way more stable than the price of gas. Meaning that if you have a budget, because of inflation and all these other things that are happening in your life, and you have a budget for the amount of money per month you do on your car payments, insurance and all that, and then you have a budget for actual electricity or gas, let's call it energy, whether it is gasoline at the pump or
Yes.
it's electricity, for the same price for a car or a vehicle that is just in the same price range. If you say you want to pay $30,000, you will pay less in electricity than you will in gas. You will.
And you don't see like tomorrow electricity is going to go up like 10
Exactly.
cents,
No.
and 3 days after it's going to go down.
Oh,
No,
It's pretty-
electricity is stable. It's,
It's
a bit
stable.
like
It's
gold.
a constant production of energy. Therefore,
Imagine that
Like-
you're listening to the news. Yeah, tomorrow you're going to pay more electricity.
No, we never talk. Yeah, nobody in the news is talking like, oh, BC is not right now like upgrading
BC
their
hydro.
electricity.
Yeah.
No, they're not
No.
doing that.
And
They're
just for
actually
the
putting.
weekend, it's higher.
yeah,
and
we're
just
gonna,
for the weekend,
yeah.
it's higher.
No, it's just the radio stations, the news, like your just news channel. Yeah, they only talk about gas prices going up, and that's what anyone says. Oh, did you see the gas price today? Yeah.
Did you see the electricity
Like,
price?
did you see the electricity? No, man, because I don't look at that. Like, I don't need to worry about it. Like,
It's not necessary because again, it's not a problem.
yeah.
It is not a problem. Electricity is more stable. It's just better. It's just way better. So tell us in the live comment section, I mean, is that a good incentive for you or what?
Or what? For real.
We have here, Hack of All Trades says, in Piper, we trust, rest and pay cash.
Nice.
Nice. Thank you very much.
Pay cash.
Hack of All Trades. Volatility slash RVP, read valve PSI or flashpoint need to be adjusted for cooler temps. Thank you very much, Hack of All Trades, for the real lingo. So we have volatility, RVP, read valve PSI, or flashpoint need to be adjusted for cooler temperatures, meaning your gasoline is going to be different in the winter or in the summer because of volatility again. Rob8618 says, I drive a company vehicle most of the time. It's the only reason I haven't bought a Tesla. Oh, so because the company vehicle actually is like lended to you, meaning that all these expenses are not yours, they're your company's. So your company should actually switch to a EV fleet.
But you would have bought
But he's saying you would have bought an EV, and that would be great. You're a great person, Rob.
Yeah, you are.
Rob, we love you. Thank you, Rob. Now make sure that you share this video with everybody and anybody you know on your social media. That can be Facebook, X, or Reddit. Right through the little share arrow that is underneath this YouTube video /podcast. It's super easy. You can do it in 1 or 2 clicks. For the rest, if you want to share it with anybody else, don't be shy. Take this URL and actually send it via text message. I have seen our stats and a lot of people are actually doing that. So you're not alone to share our videos via text messages.
Please. Like, I know everyone has their phone, so send it.
And then we appear like right there. It's clickable and readable right when it's live.
Yeah, right then and there.
Right
and
when
just
it's
like while you're
live.
waiting.
While you wait, click on that link and also share that link.
Yeah.
Super easy. Oh, so we have Javier who just dropped in. Hey, Javier, thank you so much for tuning in. Trevor Turek says electricity is stable. That's shocking.
Yes.
This is great. This is great. So shocking. But it's true that electricity prices are stable. There are some thresholds depending on where you live. There is like high times. I think we call it like that. And not because it's 420. But because there are high times. Meaning that, well, when people consume a lot, usually at dinner time or in the morning, these electricity costs are going to be higher in some provinces or states. Other places in the world actually deal with thresholds, so it doesn't matter when you use it. It's just after you reach that threshold, all of your kilowatt goes higher per price. So that's another thing you need to consider, that an EV will be more stable. Like your actual EV will be more stable. It will not cost you more or less depending on the weekend.
Yeah, and it won't be shocking when you go to the, it won't be a shocking.
It won't be as shocking.
It won't be a shock.
It won't. I mean,
Tesla invented the battery to go with.
That is true. That's true. So Tesla did invent a battery pack so that you could actually charge the battery in these low times, meaning in the times where the electricity, let's say in California, costs a lot less, so that you can then use this battery to charge your Tesla. That way you are always paying the lowest price. Now it's a bit like if you guys remember when you had a VHS and you could actually synchronize it so that it would like record your video when you were not there. Well, it's a bit like that. So you can actually open the battery and make sure that it charges at these hours, these special hours, these specific hours that you chose, and these are low cost hours, and then it will stop recharging in the high cost hours. So this is something that Tesla did a while back. I don't remember how this battery is called. It's a weird name. It's called something like Evan battery or something like that. We're gonna Google it. We're gonna look at it in a second. Now this battery pack, of course, it costs some money, and you can get it if ever that is a good incentive for you, because you live in a state where. So what's the okay Tesla?
VHS.
It's a Tesla battery.
Yeah.
So battery from Tesla or from Elon Musk, and it acts as a generator. Like so it's like, you know, there's those gas generators when you don't have electricity. Well, this battery is.
Powerwall.
It's called Powerwall?
Yeah, Powerwall.
Powerwall. So
Nice.
the Powerwall battery. Okay, great.
Compact home battery that stores energy generated by solar or from the grid.
Nice.
Cool.
So from the grid, meaning that you would actually plug it in, tell it when to recharge, and then unplug it, or I don't know how.
So he's a super prepper.
Yeah, he's a prepper.
Invented
Oh.
himself a generator.
Yeah, that's.
He invented a generator. to go with his electric car.
He's a prepper.
He's a prepper. Elon Musk is the biggest prepper ever.
He's
Elon, call us.
Yeah,
Call us.
he's what the world's greatest prepper.
The world's great. Yeah, in Tessa's words. In Tessa's words. All right. Okay, that means that if you have this battery, or if you are able to think like that, you will definitely benefit from an EV. Again, if you are about to pay whatever amount you are about to pay to get a new car, really think this through, because the EV will cost you less than the gas car, according to how much it costs you to fuel up. It will, okay, maybe not in some places in Europe, but again, we are talking Canada and the United States of America, because that is where we're from. We're from Vancouver, Canada right now. Broadcasting live. Make sure that you actually subscribe to the channel and that you open all of your notifications so that when we go live for this podcast, you are there to listen to it live. If you are not, you can always listen to it later. It is in our playlist that has the same title, While You Wait. Super
While You
easy
Wait.
to find it.
He says it's too expensive. You can buy used one.
Okay,
Yeah.
so Javier says they're still too expensive for me. A petrol car, Japanese car is more cheaper. But then, what do we say to that, Tessa?
Japanese is more. Wait, sorry.
Okay, so to so cool. Okay, what do we say to Javier, who says that
Sorry, I need to pull it up.
electric vehicles are too expensive? He can buy like a used
Yeah,
one,
you can
right?
buy a used one, and then eventually, over time, you take out a loan maybe for this, but you will save money over time, because the moment you buy a regular vehicle, a gas vehicle, it's gonna be more expensive the moment you drive it off the lot.
Exactly.
And fill up.
Also, apparently, it's not a good resale value, so it's
Oh.
even cheaper.
Yeah, right now,
So you can have it cheaper.
Yeah, you can
just
have it
put money for the battery.
Yeah, just
Right
money for
now.
the battery, and then save up a little bit here and there. That $5 that you're spending extra on the gas price,
Yeah.
or the 20 cent extra. Then you
right
can
now,
save.
the actual okay. So and besides, there is no infrastructure, low income apartments. Okay, so new constructions. Okay, I get that what you're saying, Javier.
You do.
Later constructions, like even the place of the studio right now, the parkade does not have EV charging, but newer ones here in British Columbia have to have one.
But we have one just right in.
But we have one close by. Now the thing is, you will always have one pretty close by. You're in Florida too, Javier, so I'm sure there's a Tesla supercharger near you always.
Yeah.
And if you filled it up like to 300 kilometers,
Yeah, well, I was just gonna say, watch out for crocodiles. Yeah.
nice. Watch out for dinosaurs. Watch out for dinosaur
That's
crocodiles. So if you actually want to purchase an EV, now is the right time, because
Yeah.
resale value is really like bad for people who want to resell them, but meaning they are very cheap. They're very cheap because we're kind of in between these like two generations. So the mileage that you can do on them is a bit low on the first models. It's like 330 kilometers that we can do with our Model X 2016. Which is low compared to the 600 kilometers or like 400 miles that you can do with the newer Tesla Model S. So it's cheaper. But if you're not planning on commuting like far away, and if you are actually okay with the whole EV vibe and not paying for gas, this is the perfect thing for you. There are superchargers all over Canada and like the United States of America.
Yep.
You just take a 30 minutes to charge up. While you wait, you listen to our podcast and all of our
Yeah.
entertaining videos.
Absolutely. And look up Patreon.
And you're
Yes. Look up Patreon.
Yeah, Patreon is like we
And
have
low
like the cool.
gas. Low
Yeah.
gas. And then every time one of
Yeah.
your friends tell you, oh my God, the price gases have gone up, you say, I don't care.
Good luck.
If your wife like scream at you, just go charge your freaking car.
It is true. If your wife screams at you, just go charge your car.
Yeah,
because
it's a good.
the charging station is like a bar, but without the alcohol.
Right.
There's a whole
Yeah, and you can just chill, have your moment of peace, listen to
Yeah.
Meditation Mondays. Like,
Listen to meditation.
you have your
Monday.
own inner, like you have your alone time for like 30 minutes to an hour, however long it takes your charge.
And
But
you
you can
can-
say it's like honey, it took 2 hours. Like,
Yeah, she'll not understand if it's not her car and she doesn't know how this works. So that being said, Javier, to get back to you, there are a lot of like pre-owned electric vehicles out there. It's worth looking into it. It's really worth looking into it, and they are cheaper than there ever were. So really look into that. if you're thinking of buying a new car. I think it's a good investment for now. Like
It's a good investment. Like that's a
Instead-
solid investment.
yeah,
Like,
instead of the actual gas cars, and you will not have all this this drama in your mind about the gas going higher. You're not gonna
drama.
think about that.
remove that space. Like
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, keep that space open for something else. Are you going to open up the phone lines? Thank you, Dave Frank. Actually, we don't have a phone line yet. We are thinking,
We're still under the money.
yeah, because we still
Yeah.
need money to open a phone line. It costs about $20 US per month to do that. Right now, we have decided to invest in money in other things. But thank you very much, Dave Frank, for stating it. We have some Patreons that are helping us a lot with that. So thank you all to all of our Patreons. You can find us on our Patreon. I think Tessa dropped the link right there in the live
I'll do it
chat.
again because we want to have the phone lines open, but we
Nice.
can't do it. So
Great.
we are not making $9 a day.
Yeah,
Not
yeah.
even. I don't. That was actually just one day.
One day we made, like, for 2 days we made $9. So meaning that that's kind of where we're at. In our latest videos, you can always see the amount of money that we're actually like funneling or making from everything we do. Patreon, YouTube, our gas deductions and all of that.
Yeah,
So that is
it's-
totally available to you to see in our newest videos, which are more of like our adventure videos, road
Yeah.
trips, reviews.
Review, road trip, everything. Tesla, just us.
Just us.
Just us.
Just us being us on the YouTube.
Use Tesla to 34 000.
Used Tesla can be $34,000.
Two-
Tesla
what?
Model 3,
Sorry, how much?
Yeah.
34 000.
Okay, $34,000.
bad.
That's a used Tesla. That's in Canadian dollars.
And a 2019 as well.
2019.
2019.
2019. That's good.
63K kilometers.
Plus 63,000 kilometers, and the battery usually needs to be changed after 150. So if you live in a city, or like if you're not traveling that much, like
Yeah.
you use your car like a regular person, you go on vacation sometimes, it's fine. So just buy that, and then when it's done, resell it, ditch it. Doesn't matter. You probably won't even need to change the battery in there. You'll probably just use it until
And then you save more
don't
money
need
and
it.
you can get another one.
2017 Model X.
2017.
45K.
What?
2017 Model X, 45K. That's a lot cheaper than what we paid for it.
Yeah.
Whoa. Okay.
It's got the full FSD.
And it has the full FSD,
It has full sight.
but no free electricity because it's a 2017.
Which is a better deal? What would you rather?
That one's a better deal because it's $30,000 cheaper. So even with the free electricity, I mean $30,000 cheaper. That's $30,000 in free, like in electricity that I could pay.
Yeah.
Yeah. And in that sense, so it's a bit the same like for some people. Yeah.
That's so what it shoulda, coulda.
So Carl says he still has the old phone number. It will not work anymore, Carl, because I renounced to that one, so I don't know who has it now. But if you call it, have fun. Have fun.
It's gone. It's
Yeah.
someone else's.
This is probably someone else's.
They're
Call
probably
it.
getting a bunch of random
Yeah,
like calls.
probably.
And they're just like, what is this?
Call and tell us who has that phone number now.
Yeah.
Is this Piper?
And Carl says, I see plenty of Tesla cars on the interstate here without the state license plates. Do you mean that they're kind of moving? Yeah. Well, Tesla drivers, you can actually do long road trips with a Tesla. It's like totally doable. There's a whole bunch of charging stations. So you can do it. You can do it. I would not kind
don't be
of shy
shocked.
away of that.
Yeah. Don't be shocked of seeing.
Teslas that are not
Teslas-
from your state, in your state.
They made that move. They did it. That's what we're gonna be doing. Like.
That's exactly what we're gonna be doing. We have like a British Columbia license plate, slice 1. Yeah.
Ooh.
And so if you see that in a Model X, this is us on the road. So make sure you take selfies, hashtag us, 2 girls, 1
One-
electric car. And it should post it everywhere on your Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, X, whatever. TikTok. We're also on TikTok.
Yeah,
We're
all of
everywhere.
it. Just follow us everywhere. Post it.
This is so easy.
It's just so easy.
So
We just need
easy.
to get it out there.
Yes, we need to get out there because we are gaining in subscribers every single day, like a lot.
Yeah.
This is a good thing.
Yeah.
Our watch hours are going up. If you want to support this channel, make sure that you watch or listen to our podcast. We also have the videos, all of our long format videos, meaning the podcasts, the Meditation Mondays, which you can listen to in a podcast form or watch the video, and all of the road trips that we do, and reviews are available. Those are long format videos, and all of these videos, when you watch them, this give us watch hours, which will help us be monetized on YouTube, because we are not yet monetized on YouTube, and that's why we wish to thank all of our amazing Patreons who are supporting us monetarily and mentally. Yeah.
Thank you ever so much.
On our Patreon, they are interacting with us, giving us real-time feedback. There is a community tab on Patreon where you can actually interact with other Patreons too. A little bit like on YouTube, but you really get with the people that really love us like a lot more, you know?
Yeah,
the true fans.
Yeah, like the no filter.
The EVs.
The real EVs.
That is how you
tried
are
and true.
called.
Tried and true
The
EVs.
EVs. That's how you are called, and we're so happy that you are here with us today. Now, make sure that you don't miss any of those live podcasts or any of our upcoming videos by turning on all of your notifications to the channel. Give this video a big thumbs up. Why? Because, well, that helps the YouTube algorithm be like, oh, you like this video, you watched it, so we're going to present you more of that content. The more you watch, the more YouTube's going to present it to you. The less you watch, the less YouTube's going to present it to you. Super easy.
Yeah.
It's statistics, people. It's statistics. All right.
It's physics.
And physics. The physics of the YouTube.
The statistics of physics.
It's time to let you go, but let's not worry. I'm Piper.
I'm Tessa.
And we are two girls,
one electric car.
We will catch you most certainly anywhere on our YouTube channel whenever you want to. We don't need to be live for you to want us.
Nice.
Oh, this is cool. So I think that buying an electric vehicle would be the best move ever.
I think so too.
Like, even from all the comments we got, if you buy an electric vehicle,